Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something special, the Sony FX3 II. Now if you've been following Sony's lineup, you know the FX3 was already a pretty big deal for filmmakers and content creators alike. But does this new version live up to the hype, or is it just another incremental upgrade? Let's break it down without all the fluff. Stick around for the full breakdown. First things first, the design. At first glance, the FX3 II doesn't stray far from its predecessor. It still has that compact form factor, ideal for run-and-gun filmmakers or anyone who needs mobility without sacrificing quality. But what's different? Well, under the hood, there are a few key updates. The FX3 II now sports a more refined button arrangement, and it's not just about aesthetics. It's more intuitive, making it easier to navigate while you're on the move, especially in tight shooting environments. They've also tweaked the grip just enough to give you better comfort on long shoots, a small but noticeable change. Now, let's talk usability. One thing I found interesting is the revised menu system. It's more responsive, and Sony's done some work to reduce the number of layers you have to dig through. While it's still not perfect, it's a step in the right direction. If you've used the original FX3, you'll appreciate the changes here. One of the biggest selling points of the original FX3 was its low-light performance, and the FX3 II? Yeah, it's still a beast in this department. With the updated sensor and improved processor, you're getting even cleaner images in the most challenging lighting conditions. The dual ISO has been upgraded, giving you more flexibility in post without having to crank the ISO through the roof. These are shots taken in some pretty extreme lighting conditions, and as you can see, the FX3 II handles them like a pro. Is it perfect? Not quite, but you're definitely getting more dynamic range and cleaner footage than before. Next up, stabilization. Sony's really honed in on making handheld shooting more reliable. The FX3 II's active stabilization mode feels smoother, which makes a huge difference when you're working without a gimbal. It's not completely gimbal level, but it's solid for quick setups. For those of you who work with action shots or documentary-style filming, this upgrade could save you a lot of time and effort in post-production. Another aspect I can't ignore is the workflow. The FX3 II supports higher bit rates, and with the updated codec options, it's a lot more flexible in post-production. No need to worry about compressing your footage too much if you're working on a bigger project. However, be prepared. The file sizes can get pretty hefty, so you'll need ample storage. Speaking of post-production, the S-Log3 and S-Cinetone color profiles are still here, and Sony has done a good job tweaking them slightly for more accurate skin tones and richer colors. Again, nothing revolutionary, but definitely an improvement for those who care about color grading. So, where does that leave us? Is the Sony FX3 II worth upgrading if you already own the FX3? Well, it depends. If you're someone who needs that extra bit of low-light capability, a slightly smoother workflow, and some usability improvements, then yeah, it could be worth considering. But if you're happy with your FX3 and don't feel the need for those minor tweaks, then maybe hold off. As always, the choice is yours. It's not a groundbreaking upgrade, but for certain filmmakers, these changes could make a big difference. Thanks for watching, and if you found this review helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the latest gear.